Tonight, a company that built the world's most powerful AI chatbot may be about to enter your living room. Not through your laptop, not through your phone, but through a device that listens. Multiple reports from sources including The Information, Bloomberg, and The Verge suggest that OpenAI is actively developing AI-powered consumer hardware, including voice-based smart speakers. If confirmed, this would mark OpenAI's most aggressive move yet beyond software. And it would put them directly against Amazon, Google, and Apple in their own territory. This isn't just another smart speaker. If this project becomes real, it could be the first device powered natively by GPT-level reasoning. Tonight, we break down what we know so far, why OpenAI wants hardware, who they're partnering with, what makes this different from Alexa or Google Assistant, and what it means for the future of AI in your home. Let's begin. The first serious signals came from reporting by The Information in late 2025. According to their sources, OpenAI has been exploring consumer hardware initiatives internally, including AI-first smart home devices. Then Bloomberg followed up, reporting that OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has been in active discussions with legendary Apple designer Jony Ive about building AI-native consumer hardware. The Verge later confirmed that OpenAI has formed a hardware-focused division separate from its core software teams. While OpenAI has not officially announced a speaker product, multiple independent outlets are reporting consistent details. Voice-first interface, always-on AI assistant, deep GPT integration, focus on contextual awareness, potential new hardware form factor. And, importantly, this device would not simply run ChatGPT as an add-on, it would be built around it. That changes everything. To understand this move, we need to understand strategy. Right now, OpenAI relies on mobile apps, browser interfaces, API integrations, and Microsoft's ecosystem. That means distribution is controlled by others. Apple controls iOS, Google controls Android, Microsoft controls enterprise. If OpenAI wants independence, it needs its own interface layer. Historically, the most powerful tech companies control hardware platforms. Apple controls the iPhone, Amazon controls Alexa devices, Google controls Android and Nest. Hardware equals control, and control equals long-term dominance. Sam Altman has publicly stated in interviews that he believes AI will eventually require new hardware form factors. In a 2024 discussion at Stanford University, Altman hinted that AI deserves a new kind of computing device. This speaker could be that first experiment. This story became far more serious when reports surfaced linking OpenAI with Jony Ive. For context, Jony Ive was the chief design officer at Apple for nearly 30 decades. He designed the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone, the iPad, and the Apple Watch. After leaving Apple, Ive founded his design firm, Lovefrom. According to Bloomberg, Ive and Altman have been collaborating on AI-focused hardware ideas. This suggests OpenAI is not just experimenting casually, they are thinking at Apple-level ambition. If Ive is involved, the device will likely prioritize minimalist physical design, seamless interaction, emotional user experience, premium hardware quality. That immediately separates it from most current smart speakers. Let's talk about Amazon. Amazon's Alexa dominated early smart speaker markets. But Alexa has struggled recently. According to reporting by The Wall Street Journal, Amazon's Alexa division lost billions of dollars annually and underwent restructuring. The core problem, Alexa was built on command-based logic. Turn off lights, set timer, play music. It was not built for reasoning. GPT models, on the other hand, can hold context over long conversations, understand nuance, provide personalized explanations, summarize information, and generate creative responses. If OpenAI builds a speaker, it would not simply execute commands, it would think, and that creates a fundamentally different experience. Google Assistant once led the smart AI space, but Google has since shifted focus toward Gemini, its large language model platform. Google has already integrated Gemini into some of its assistant features, but there's a catch. Google is balancing advertising, data, and AI priorities. OpenAI has no ad business. That changes incentives. If OpenAI builds a speaker, its goal would likely focus on subscription value, productivity, education, creativity, and AI companionship, not ad placement. That could attract users tired of surveillance-based business models. OpenAI has a multi-billion-dollar partnership with Microsoft, so why build hardware instead of relying on Windows and Copilot? 2 reasons: control of user interaction layer, strategic independence. Microsoft benefits from OpenAI, but OpenAI cannot depend entirely on Microsoft forever.
Direct subscription pipeline, data for training voice models, real-world environment testing, brand expansion beyond ChatGPT, and importantly, it builds consumer loyalty independent of enterprise relationships. What would power this device? Likely components: on-device wake word detection, cloud-based GPT processing, low-latency streaming responses, personalized memory layer, multimodal capabilities. OpenAI's latest models support voice input, real-time conversation, emotionally responsive tone, and context memory across sessions. This is far beyond traditional smart speakers. In fact, recent OpenAI demonstrations showed GPT models responding in real time with natural pacing and conversational flow. That suggests the hardware problem may already be partially solved on the software side. Any always listening device raises privacy questions. Amazon and Google faced heavy criticism over accidental recordings, human review of audio, and data retention policies. OpenAI would need to address local processing versus cloud dependency, data storage transparency, encryption standards, and user-controlled memory deletion. If OpenAI positions itself as a privacy-first AI company, that could differentiate it dramatically, but failure to do so could trigger backlash. How would OpenAI monetize a speaker? Possibilities include hardware profit margin, ChatGPT Plus bundled subscription, premium AI tiers, AI home ecosystem services, developer integrations. Given OpenAI's existing subscription base, bundling hardware with ChatGPT Plus seems plausible. This could mirror Apple's ecosystem lock-in strategy. If OpenAI succeeds, consequences could include Amazon accelerating LLM integration, Google pushing Gemini deeper into hardware, Apple expanding Siri overhaul faster, new startups building AI-native devices. We may see the birth of a new product category: AI-first home companions, not smart speakers, AI devices. This move is high risk. Hardware is brutal. Margins are thin, supply chains are complex, returns are expensive. Many software companies fail in hardware transitions. Even Meta struggled with consumer hardware beyond VR. OpenAI would need manufacturing expertise, logistics infrastructure, retail partnerships, and global regulatory compliance. This is not a simple pivot. This isn't about speakers, it's about interface dominance. The company that controls the AI model, the hardware layer, the subscription channel, and the ecosystem will define the next decade of computing. The smartphone replaced the PC. The AI companion may replace the smartphone as the primary interface, and OpenAI does not want to be just an app inside someone else's device. They want to own the device. As of now, OpenAI has not officially announced an AI speaker, but multiple credible outlets, including The Information, Bloomberg, and The Verge, report hardware initiatives are actively being explored. If OpenAI launches this device, it will be their boldest move yet. Not just software, not just APIs, not just partnerships, a physical product, in your home, listening, responding, learning, and possibly reshaping how humans interact with intelligence itself. The AI race is no longer just about models, it's about who controls the interface, and OpenAI just stepped onto the battlefield. That's it. If you liked this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next one.